You know, it's not too often that the last pick in a major league sports draft makes their major league or close to it. Now, today we're talking about a very unique case of a skater that Minnesota took him as a goalie, despite the fact they were loaded with different contenders for their squad in 1971 NHL Amateur Draft. Cesar Maniego, everybody else. But when it was done, this guy didn't play with Minnesota. He made it all the way to the WHA, and he was better than what the draft indicated. So today we're going to talk about the curious case of Major League goaltender Rich Coutu. Now, he was selected by Minnesota from Rosemont of the QMJHL in 1971. Now, first came to major problems with Montreal of the QJHL in 1969, and was a all-star second team with Rosemont in 1970 and 1971. In 1970, he won 17-3-3 in 38 games with a 4.62 average and a very offensive-minded Q League. 71, he won 22-33-1 with a 5.36 average. Now, born and raised in Montreal, he grew up in the big city, idolizing, of course, Montreal Canadiens Hall of Fame goalie Jacques Plante. Now, he eventually signed his first pro contract with Minnesota on October 5th, 1971. He was eventually loaned by Minnesota to Toledo for the balance of the 71-72 season in November of 71. Now, he planned to play for Loyola College of QUAA in 73 season, but was ruled ineligible to play college hockey in Canada because he already played in a professional league with Cleveland. Now, he eventually found his way into WHA by signing a WHA contract with Chicago on October 12, 73, after making the squad out of training camp. Now, he's eventually claimed by Cincinnati from Chicago in the WHA dispersal draft of players from the Chicago and Baltimore teams that folded at the end of the 75th season. He was a 21st overall pick on June 1975. Now, he played on the first Stingers team in the franchise inaugural 75-76 season. Now, he did attend Loyola College in Montreal, which later became part of Concordia on a Hockey Canada scholarship. Now, let's look at the rough numbers here. The Rosemont Nationals, again, 90 games, solid, and he also had some playoff experience in 1970. 72, he played with the Toledo Hornets and the Cleveland Barons, Toledo of the IHL, Cleveland of the AHL. Now in 73, he played with the Bridgeport Homeowners of the Can-Am League. In 74, he split time with the Cougars, where he had 28 games, 9-10-1 record, and the Long Island Cougars of the NAHL, where he had a 15-9-1 record. 75, he played the whole season in Long Island, except for one game, with a 20-22-3 record. But one game with the Cougars in 75, one loss on 5 goals given up in one game. Now 76 with the Stingers, he played 3 games, went 0-2 with a rough 6.85 average. Now 76, he also played with the Hampton Gulls of the SHL with 11-11-7 record, and including 4 games in the playoffs. So final WHA totals: 24 games over three seasons, 9-13-1 record with a rough 4.11 average. Although his full season with the Cougars had a backup in 1974, only a 3.73 average. Now, just to recount with that Cougars team in 74, he had some good teammates: Ralph Backstrom, Rosaire Permont, Pat Stapleton, Jan Popiel, Daryl Maggs was there as well, Kurt Brackenberry too, but Cam Newton was the number 1 goalie that year, with backup help by Andre Gill. And he had a decent record that year. He won 38 games with Rich getting 9 of them. So at the time, again, 22-year-old goalie, was always one of the younger goalies on the teams he played with, and he was a young 17 when he broke in with again Montreal of the QJHL. So again, just to recap here: Cleveland, Toledo, Bridgeport, Long Island, Chicago, Hampton, and Cincinnati. And, 15 round, 117 overall. He made it to Major League Hockey. All respect to somebody who can do that. Because when you're the last person drafted into any major league, what are the odds? It's got to be pretty heavy. In this case, at least 115 to 1, give or take. Was it 115 or 151? 117, excuse me. 117 to 1. That's the odds. It has to be. Thanks for listening. Bye.